Around midnight on Sunday, the 1st of November, a couple in their 60s and a 7-year-old child died in a house fire in Northampton. Someone squirted petrol into the front hall of their home. Now, there's no known motive, and it might well be that their deaths were unintentional. And if so, detectives hope that when the arsonist sees this disturbing reenactment of what resulted from their action, he, she, or they just might come forward voluntarily. Our reconstruction begins on the Thorpelands estate in Northampton just after 10:30 p.m.
Hey, you little minx, get in that bed. Ah, now, no more nonsense, or Cyril will be after you. Sarah. Hey, Cyril, do you want a cup of coffee, love?
Yes, please, love.
Stacey lived with her grandmother, Florence Pennell. Florence, known as Penny, was popular, lively and outspoken, a matriarchal figure with 7 grown-up children. 2 years ago, she'd become engaged to Cyril Fensome, a former plumber, and they seemed very happy. That Sunday, by midnight, their home was all in darkness, and all 3 were sound asleep. On the other side of Northampton, at Rubicon Casino, Penny's son Christopher, a regular there, was leaving after a successful night. He'd won over £400. He picked up a curry on his way home at Wellingborough Road.
Just don't tell me you're filling your face again.
I'll leave off, Iris. I haven't eaten all day. Mum's been babysitting.
How you doing? You still in the taxis?
Yeah, I'm going to get my own car and get it plated now, though.
Have you got the car?
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
sir.
I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Chris lived with his mother, and having bought some coke and cigarettes, he headed home.
The Midnight News, this is Clive Bull.
It was after midnight when he pulled into South Holme Court. He sat in the car for a moment, listening to the local midnight news.
Murder. Independent Radio News.
And the weather forecast?
Cloudy overnight.
Everything is here.
On the first floor, Christopher was watching BBC Two, a war film called Castle Keep. Upstairs, Cyril, Penny and Stacey were asleep. "50 yards away, this woman, a neighbour, had bumped her car and got out to check the damage. A man had come from the direction of South Holme Court. She remembers there were red slats on the back of his Renault Fuego. The car drove off towards Lumbertubs Way dual carriageway. Castle Keep ended at 12:30, and as it did so, Christopher smelt something like burning rubber. His first thought was to dial 999. But the phone wires were burnt through. The acrid smoke began to choke him as he tried to warn the family.
Help! For God's sake, help! Mum! Stacey! Cyril!
There's a fire in South Holme Court.
Mum! Stacey! Cyril! Someone started a fire! Mum! Go round the back! People in there! Whereabouts are they? On the top floor!
Penny had jumped from the second floor window.
Can you tell us what happened?
She just jumped.
Jumped from where?
Top.
Right at the top.
At first, firemen thought Stacey was asleep, but she'd inhaled fumes from burning furniture. Stacey died 4 days later. Penny died that evening of internal injuries. Cyril was dead by the time he arrived at hospital. Mr. Pritchett, what do you hope that showing that reconstruction will achieve?
You've shown some terrible scenes there. It may be that the person involved in this didn't intend these murders. However, the longer the matter goes undetected, the less likely it's going to be that such an explanation is likely to be believed. I'm hoping that whoever it is, once he's seen these things, will come forward and tell us, or anybody that knows of this person will ring us and let us know who that person may be.
The man who was seen by the witness leaving the scene, I gather you now know that he was unconnected with the fire, almost certainly. He was just a passer-by.
That's right. Scientists have told us that he was at the scene sometime prior to the fire being started. However, he is the only man that we haven't yet been able to trace from those people that we know were about at the time.
Well, there he is, in a red-style jacket. He's 6 foot tall, in his early 30s. She was able to give you a fairly good description of him, I gather.
That's right, a very good description. This man may have been visiting someone in the area for quite a sensitive reason, perhaps seeing a lady friend. If that man, or the person he was seeing, recognises themselves, I urge them, please come forward and tell us, because we do need to sort this matter out and eliminate this man.
How much confidence will be respected if he was, as you put it, seeing a lady friend?
If that is the situation, I can assure that man total anonymity and total confidence.
I shall now embarrass him, if I may, because we've got to find him by revealing more about the car. The red Fuego, it actually had red slats on the back, I gather, that are quite unusual.
That's right. The manufacturers only make them in black plastic. So the painting on the slats would have been done either by the current or a previous owner. So if anybody does know of a red Fuego with red coloured slats on the back, I need to find out who that person is.
Mr. Pritchett, it might seem superfluous under the circumstances, but someone's offered a reward, I gather.
That's right. A local Northamptonshire businessman has offered £5,000 reward for any information leading to the detection of this crime.
OK, well, please do call us if there's any way you think you can help. Remember, you can call us in confidence and you can speak to a BBC researcher if you prefer. The number is 01811 8055. There it is. Or you can call the Northampton Incident Room. That's 0604, the code, 703 572. 0604, the code for Northampton, 703 572.